Hello everyone, my name is Lutfi, and in this video I would like to talk about deductive reasoning. Okay, and these are the main subjects for this video. And before we start, I recommend watching my previous video, which there is a link to it in the description below, and you can see all of my videos by subscribing. And if you like this video, please subscribe and like and share this video with other people. Okay, and so without any more delays, let's get started. So, to use hypotheses in science, we also need to use a type of logic called deduction. Okay, while the induction entails reasoning from a set of specific observations to reach a general conclusion. Okay, and deductive reasoning involves logic that flows in the opposite direction, meaning that from the general to the specific. Okay, and from general premises, scientists extrapolate to the specific results, and scientists should expect if the premises are true. Okay, so in the scientific process, deduction usually takes the form of prediction. Okay, predictions of results that will be found if the hypothesis is correct. Okay, scientists then test the hypothesis by carrying out experiments or observations to see whether or not the results are as predicted. Okay, and so this deductive testing takes form of if something, then logic. Okay. For example, in case of the movie that we talked about in the previous video, if the speaker example is correct, this was the example of the hypothesis that we gave in the previous video, so it's better if you watch my previous video. Okay, it's good. Okay, and so if the speaker example is correct, then the sound of the movie should come back if we plug the speaker in. Okay, and so we can use the movie example to illustrate two other key points about the use of hypotheses in science. Okay, the first one is that one can always derive additional hypotheses to explain a set of observations. Okay, and we can and to explain a set of observations. Okay, I said that. For instance, another hypothesis to explain why doesn't the movie have sound. Okay, is that other hypothesis is that the wire that connects the speaker to the computer is not working. Okay, and so in conclusion, although you could design an experiment to test their hypotheses, test all of the hypotheses, okay, but you can never test all the hypotheses. Okay, because there are so many hypotheses that you can't even count them. And so this is the first key that I talked about, and so the second one. Okay, secondly, we can never prove that a hypothesis is true. Okay, based on the experiments we made in the last video, the setting of the computer hypothesis is the most likely example, okay, or explanation. But supports that testing supports that hypothesis, not by proving that is correct, okay, but rather by failing to prove it's wrong, okay. You will understand this better with an example, okay. So let's have the example. So the example is that the problem might have been because of the settings, and you repaired it, but it could even be because of a line that had been moved inside the speaker. Okay, so we can't be completely sure if it was that particular setting or that hypothesis. Okay, so we have to say that the hypothesis couldn't prove that hypothesis, or no, we can say that the testing couldn't explain or prove the hypothesis was wrong. Okay, so we can't be sure. So although a hypothesis can never be proved beyond the shadow of a doubt, and testing it in various ways can significantly increase our confidence in its validity. Okay, validity. And often rounds of hypotheses formation and testing lead to a specific consensus. Okay, consensus. And consensus means the shared conclusions of many scientists that particular hypothesis explains the known data well and stands up to experimental testing. Okay, so this is all for that was all for this video, and if you like this video, please like and share, and so until the next video, happy learnings to you all.